Hey, welcome back to Vice Grip Garage. The Lumberghini blew up on me. My handcrafted wood Lambo kit car, which subsequently left me stranded in this very small town in eastern Tennessee. Well, the guys got to get home, so I did the right thing. Jumped on the face space and bought the cheapest, closest vehicle to me, which happens to be this million-mile, 3/4 ton truck that's been off the road and not registered since 1987. It's got a straight 6 and a 3-speed. Got 250 miles home. Seems fine. So let me catch you up here. That Lamborghini was going down. I just had a feeling, so I started crawling around on the interwebs looking for rigs. Happened to make a deal on this truck here, a nice guy named Jason, and he let me know it's got some quirks, but it should run, you know. And on the way to his house, he said, oh, by the way, it needs a tire really bad, but it's a 16.5. So on the way to his house, I stopped at a little tire shop in town. Real nice guy. And talked him out of the spare tire on his 97 Chevy, because this is an 8 by 6.5, so we didn't have to get a 16.5 tire. Bought it, rolled it behind a dumpster. I thought, well, I'll come pick it up later. On the way to Jason's house, Lambo blows up. Engine locked up going up a hill. So I called him and said, you wouldn't happen to have a tray motor, would you? And he said, you know what? I don't, but a guy and a feller and my dad does. So an army of nice guys show up. We roll the Lambo on a trailer. We haul that to his house. By now it's dark. And get this truck. His dad also loaned me another spare tire off of his 2011 pickup. So that's in the bed. And crawled down the hill last night, threw the other spare behind the dumpster, and here we are. So this is the first time I'm seeing this truck in the daylight. We might as well walk around it, drink this thing up, see what we got going on, and then we got to start putting miles under our belt. There's the title from '87. I went ahead and just put the tag from the Lambo on the truck because that's newerish, and that ought to get us home. Probably not. So like I said, picked this up in the dark. It looked pretty decent though, and it looks halfway decent today, I guess. So this is pretty rare. Long bed step side. You don't see a lot of those. Of course, it's got rocker rust. Got some rust coming through in the fender. Hood pins, that's for racing. I pulled these out. I was gonna check on the Earl there. Look at the chrome. Hopefully gets us home. We got one newer headlight. I don't know what this one's doing. The classic white bumpers. Ooh, we got some self-tappers. Nice. Yeah, that's a bias ply. Premium highway rib. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably address that, I'm thinking. It's a custom deluxe. These mirrors gotta go quickly, very quickly. But look at the fenders. They're in really good shape, I think, you know. And then needs a couple pieces of wood for the bed here. This is the tire that was on the front. I thought maybe I could just crawl it down the hill, but she was just way too shot. So this is the tire I bought from the 97 Chevy. This is the tire off of old boy's 07 Chevy, I think that was. So now I think I'm gonna put this other tire on the front so we don't blow a steer tire. And then we're still in the danger zone. Look at this thing. That is not good. That is most likely going to blow apart.
If you're looking for convenience and time savings, O'Reilly Auto Parts has you covered. You can go online to O'ReillyAuto.com and add vehicles to your garage. Now you can easily select your vehicle whether you're on the go or in the store search for parts, and even have access to vehicle-specific documents and diagrams for free. You can personalize, select, delete, and manage up to 150 vehicles in your garage. You can also locate stores that have the parts you're looking for in stock and even prepay for them if you want, and just snag them up. So that easy, the exact parts a guy wants are ready for pickup, so I can head down and grab them. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for an online account at O'ReillyAuto.com and add your vehicles today. Ding!
Oh, yeah. What? Okay. Oh, we're starting off strong. That is metal. It's like an old can or something rolled out. I like it. You got the old Arm Cutter 200. We've got taped and painted rocker panel. That's custom. I've already patched the floor. That's a sign of some kind. So that's pretty neat. Mismatched seat. Approved. Look, probably a different dad. Yes, it's a cover. Seems to be covering pretty good. You can see it's a manual, but what you might have missed is how you actually shift it. Yeah, this contraption here reminds me of the orange ramp truck, except that was an automagical. This is a manual. And then the column's been changed, and then it's got an earlier or a late model wheel. So she's kind of hodgepodge, and I like it a lot. Oh boy. Let's get under the hood. Yep, I know what you're thinking. She's gonna pull wheels. Nope. Oh, it's been Craigslist rebuilt. Look at that. It's probably got new bearings. Nope, definitely not. Does have a new charging whirler. See that? You got boosted brakes. This has got to be the original Million Mile Maker. 473483. Can't remember if it was 74 or 75. Maybe 73. Anyway, mid 70s to 79, 250. 250 cubic inches. Got the OG jack. Handle. That's pretty nice. I think I'm gonna go buy a 4-way. This one looks a little crusty. I'll just leave that there for emergency use. Whirl King! Oh, this is how you turn the headlights on. That's how I got down the hill last night. We were up in the mountains, I tell you what. Okay, well, that's I'm gonna check the oil quick and check the water. Oh, I gotta find a rag. It doesn't look like much on there. And then we gotta swap this front tire and start hitting the road. Well, it's a little low, but it should be all right. It's about a quart low. I think when we stop and get a 4-way, we can get some snake oil, maybe some bear oil. I don't know. Here's why. This has the smallest engine you can put in a 3/4 ton, basically, which means it's geared low. We're going to be doing 50, 55. Hindsight, not a good vehicle to travel home in, okay? So I want to make sure we got plenty of oil and lubrication in this thing, because this thing's going to be singing like a sewing machine, I'll tell you what. All right, let's fire it up. Oh yeah. Okay, so to shift it, that's first. Yep. And then to go to second, third, and so on. Oh, it's gonna be a long day. Get way more torque out of this bad boy. I think, unfortunately, we're gonna be doing a tire dance today. You know what I should do? And I think I am. we was trying to make it Cookeville over to Volunteer Muffler Performance in the Lambo. Obviously never made it there, but I'm gonna have those guys start searching for some tires for me. And we could swing in there, do that, and then we'll also have some room to work on this truck if need be. Then we'll snip back south down through Nashville and all that stuff. All right, I'm gonna jack this up, get this bias ply off, put the other spare that's not the spare but the spare from the other truck on the front, so I have same size tires up front so it's not pulling so hard, and they're the leastest likely to blow. Blowing a tire is not fun, but you don't want to blow a steer tire. Well, I wasn't expecting to see that. We got new wheel bearings on this side. Huh. Well, she's got old rotors, pads, caliper, but a new brake line, so that's pretty nice. Basically, this is fine. Wheel bearing wheels. So sure, look at that old shock. Goodness, oh, we're already leaking oil too. That just looks like a rear main. It's fine. Wow, that looks real nice. Custom. Well, let's jam this thing on the interstate, and I almost grabbed the shifter again. Try to get some miles down. See what the top speed is on this thing. Well, as expected, about 55 is full send. You can hear this thing buzzing away. Still faster than the Lumberghini was, I guess, in a way, but just gonna enjoy this beautiful fall drive. See if we can make it to Cookeville. We got a big mountain pass to go up over here. See if this is going to want to pull that. Well, we just climbed that big hill. I'm just coasting right now in neutral. Hey, how's it going, man? And I don't know if it's hot or not. We just got dummy lights in here. I'm not smelling anything on my smell gauge, so hopefully we're just fine. Speedometer works. That came up out of nowhere, but the fuel gauge doesn't seem to do anything. I topped it off, but it's at 3/4. So I don't know. Well, it is very, very slow going, but we're making progress. We're getting miles down. That's the big thing. Pulled over here to give the truck a little bit of a break. Also gonna throw some fuel in, see if I can figure out the miles per gallon-ish, because I know that gauge isn't working. And of course, you can't pass Buc-ee's. Jessica, my wife, likes the chocolates here, so I'm gonna run in and get her some chocolates and something to wet my back neck. Getting closer to Cookeville. Truck is running fine, but I'm getting a real bad headache. The carbon monoxide is terrible. The exhaust is gone or missing. I don't know. I've never even been under the truck, but all of the exhaust fumes, well, 94% of them, are coming through the hole that's crudely cut in the floor for the shift levers. So it's like the entire time I got to do something about that. Fuel neck's right here. That's probably an easy fix. A couple screws or something. Get that rerouted at some point. Tell you what, I can eat a whole jar of pickles. It's a healthy snack too. Okay. Let's continue on. Called the guys in Cookeville. They're waiting. And the feller that I borrowed the tire from also drove over so he can get his wheel back, and he hauled the Lambo for me, so that was really nice. And we'll get to tinker on this a little bit. I got him looking for a muffler, a quiet muffler we can put on this, so, and fix the exhaust because I'm getting woozy in here. actually gonna make it. I cannot believe this rear tire held on. Oh, there's the tow truck. Well, we got the truck in right up on the rack. We'll be able to get underneath, see what's going on with the exhaust. We're doing a really cool square body over here. It's got a 502 big jack in it. Running some duals on it. While that truck's going up, the Monte Barro. Let's go check this out. Things have changed since you saw this last on Sick Week. We're going a little more race car. These guys are helping me out big time. We pulled out the old engine and it was just tired. It really needed to be gone through. And we got one right here. We're going to be building up. That's back from the machine shop. And now we can properly clean all this stuff. We got the firewall blocked off, things of that nature. We're going to try to stiffen the frame up a little bit as well, so it's not twisting so bad, and then add some more bars. But this will be coming back eventually. It's so much work, it's just a little bit at a time. All right, let's go see what's going on with the truck. What do you think?
I think it's sweet. It's a lot better rig than that Lamborghini.
Yeah.
It does have some right.
A little bit. Oh, I was hoping to see what kind of sign that was, but
That Lamborghini's a fine unit though.
yeah, where is that?
It's out there.
It's out front somewhere.
Yeah. The termites are on it.
Yeah. I was gonna stop and get some Thompson water seal, but I was kind of in a hurry to get there. So, yeah, whatever you think, boss, but I'm thinking just simple and just a real nice, quiet, going to town muffler.
We can make that happen.
And further back, because this must be what was coming right into my face.
Yeah, this has been right now quite a bit right there.
I was getting a little woozy. But that's why they make rumple strips. I can't believe this tire made it. I had a massaging seat the last 15 miles. This started getting out around. While I'm in here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and check the rear diff. It's cool to touch, but it's right in my teeth. We'll check that. Easy to start cutting all this old stuff off. This is impressive work here. It's like, I don't know, side of a refrigerator with tape on the other side. It really does look like I've worked on this at some point. This is like cardboard or something. But so here's where we're going to be starting with. 2.5 inch. Quiet that down. I should look. Oh yeah. We got a rear main issue. Bummer. New muffler. I can't remember what that is even called, to be honest. I just wanted something really quiet. Right out the side. We got this filled up, took 2 quarts. Of course, write the date on it, fellas. So you know what's going on. But that should fix the carbon monoxide issue for sure. Now we got some different wheels for this thing and tires. Let's check them out. So these here are off a 2004 Dodge 2500. The guys grabbed them for me. And they got plenty of tread on them. You know, nope, not even remotely close. But hey, for 200 bucks, it's gonna solve our issue. If we do have an issue with the tire, these are 17s. Gonna be a lot easier to find. We'll put the best 2 up front and the worst or badder ones in the rear. And because these are a 285/70, they're a lot taller, so we might be able to get another 5 miles an hour out of this thing. And then I've decided while I'm here in the shop with the lift and tools and everything, we're gonna go ahead and fix that rear main seal. Let's just get it done. It's leaking, you know, and we don't know how fast it's gonna pick up, if it's gonna get a lot worse. We still got a lot of miles to go. So by fix, I mean we're just gonna dump this in and pretend we didn't see how bad it was leaking, basically. And somewhere back here, drink up, little buddy. This should swell that seal up, at least slow it down enough where guy can get back home, and then we'll figure out how to ignore it better once that happens. Got one throw it on, but we're having problems. The original lug nuts are not going to work on these wheels. They're biting in. So we had to order special lug nuts with a 60-degree bulge on the half-inch stud. So now we got these crazy looking things, and that should work with those Dodge wheels and have the right, yeah. So I think we're good. I know these wheel bearings is new, but I'm going to repack them with some DE 1634, and then also install a new wheel well in here. Clean this up a little bit. Mazel, you know. Yeah. Brand new, replacing parts, replacing things. Oh, got a little mud. That's all right. Just go right over top. Wow. We got ourselves a going to town rig. And it sounds so much better. Nice and quiet, no leaks. You can actually hear the motor doing motor things. It's gonna be a nice ride. All right, it's getting close to evening again. We know we got headlights so with that wire thing, but I'd like to hit the road anywho in case we blow a tire out. I planned ahead. I'm gonna jinx myself, but I'm thinking this one's gonna blow. So I put it on the drinker side, so when we're on the side of the highway or the interstate, we're not in traffic changing a tire, we can do it in the ditch. I also put these on way too tight with the impact, so we can't get them off with the four-way. And we got this good tire still. So as long as we only blow one, we should be all right. Well, let's hit the road. We got about 150 miles. I am gonna grab some back roads, a few exits down, and just stick to the 2-lane highway if we can. I just feel bad beating on this thing on the interstate and getting in everybody's way, especially truck drivers. My bad. Guys stopped for fuel, and I'm also getting some really bad noise over here only when turning to the right, so it's putting more pressure on this side. And it's got a little play in it. I can't tell if that's bearing or ball joint. Could also be these terrible tires, but from experience, it sounds like an outside wheel bearing. I think I'm gonna pop this cap off after I fill up and just take a look at it really quick. I'm also smelling oil really bad. It's that rear main. I don't know if that, no, it's already. Hopefully that Blue Devil stuff gets to working. Seems fine. Top off here, pull off to the side, we'll pop that dust cap off. Checked on the oil, just a little low, not enough to put any in yet. See the puddle going there. I'm gonna leave the hood up. When I come back out, I'll juice up my headlights. Man, I struggled getting that off. I don't know if you could tell. Ended up having to do this, and then putting this in here to get in there and twist. I think I bent out my Leatherman. Anyway, definitely outside wheel bearing. Got some play. Gonna pull this key out. I don't think I have a croissant wrench big enough, so that's pretty good. But I'm gonna try to get one more out of this, and then we'll pretend none of this happened. Well, I got updates. The knot was loose. I was able to get another out of it. Cotter pin's in bad shape, but something's in there, and that seemed to have soaked up the wobbliness, but hopefully the damage isn't already done. You know what I mean? Yep. Wow. Can't even tell I worked on this. All right. Got the gator clip on. Boy, this thing is so quiet now. Hopefully this wheel bearing hangs in there. Probably already ate the race up, but she's pretty snug. At least it won't be grinding as bad as it was. And the nice thing is this is going to be all slow back roads, so if something does happen, we're not going to be stuck in 85 mile an hour, you know, that stuff. Well, I can't believe it, but I guess I got to. I'm looking right at it. We actually made it home in the old work truck, farm truck. I don't know, it's done an awful lot of work in its day. Today was not an easy task for it either. We sang that engine all day long. Still, I think we're okay now for sketchy tire miles. Let's not do that anymore. I don't think. That was pretty nerve-wracking. Tried to cut through Murfreesboro and got caught in some terrible traffic, and the whole time I'm thinking, man, if these wheels blow off right now, it ain't gonna be good. So we're gonna have to try to, I don't know, I guess buy real tires next time. That would be pretty good. But we got another square body in the fleet. It just happened to be a square. I was fixing to buy anything, and I'm glad everything worked out so good. Nice feller I got this thing from. Now we got to figure out, should we keep this one around? It's pretty rare. Long bed step side. And it was ordered with weird option deletes, like no radio, no dome light, no 12-volt lighter in the ashtray. So I don't know, might be kind of cool. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Appreciate you all so very, very much. And I'm sure I'll see you very soon.